So the point of the whole situation really is that we have often talked about the big five, that if you provided food, water, shelter, healthcare, and education for everyone, at least as a basic right, then there would be no more war. There would be no reason to fight with each other for scarce resources because your basic survival needs would be taken care of as far as that goes. And you get into all sorts of yeah buts and all of that. But if you really if you can imagine and just take a little time every day to imagine what it might be like if you didn't have to have money, if you didn't have to earn a living, who would you be? What would you do? What would the possibilities be for your life if you had the ability to have an unlimited education, to follow your muse in whatever way you would wish it? Wouldn't that just be kind of a paradise? Would you get bored? Or would you find something to do that made you happy? And we would say that you would find things to do that would make you happy. But if you've been living in competition and comparison for so many centuries, for so many millennium, that it is the shift has had to happen from within. And if you can see it and remember the words of the year: objectivity and discernment. And so, if you understand this whole dynamic with objectivity and discernment, you begin to see that there is a movement afoot that is beyond the small mindedness of some people. We won't say all. We won't say all. But, to find other conscious folks is very difficult in this world these days. So you can tell just by the sides how this group changes from week to week, and it's the dynamics of the concepts of these things that we have been teaching you that are manifesting in your reality. And as you're beginning to see them, you're beginning to understand that there really is a plan. Even though you may not know what that plan is, there's a plan for you. And all you have to do is realize that you are on your soul's path. And if your soul's path is, what shall we say, rough right now, that's because your reality is demanding a shift and a change from within you. And it would behoove you to stop for a moment, take a moment, and consider that it might a new way of being, a new way of accepting and understanding and having caring, compassion, and connection is all a part of the movement of humanity. Earthly humanity is achieving a level of awareness that is going to be collective in nature, and that there is a natural upswelling, a natural gaining of consciousness. And everyone will gain consciousness, even those that are at the lowest vibratory levels. That dynamic will be shifted. Some people will not notice it at all. And some people, those of you that are attuned to the dynamic, that are aware of the dynamic, that are aware that there is really nothing to be afraid of, that there is nothing to dread in the dynamic. Why? Because if you are not experiencing negative dynamics at the moment, and we do mean in the moment, because we all see, we see five blank sites here. Energetically, we're looking at you as we look at these dynamics. We see that there is a certain serenity. Shall we call it serenity? Can you say you have been feeling serene, Adrienne?
Somewhat, yes.
So once that all happens,
you feel, I feel free. You feel that it just peels away, and I'm probably the freest I've ever been since I've
Mm,
retired. I
mhm.
think, honestly.
It takes the
Yeah.
restraints away around your heart center.